Hi, I am Whitney McMillan, and today I have my client here today who is Todd Middleton.
Hello, I'm Todd Middleton.
Todd would like to discuss his psychiatric assessment that he has completed, and he just wanted to share it with the viewers for those who may be going through the same situation and may have found this video helpful to assist in coping methods or even ways to reduce their stress. So Todd, if you could tell me how everything's going with you.
Just right now I'm just kind of feeling, stressed out between balancing, work and, family life. I feel like I don't have enough time, to hang out with my family and see everybody grow up and see how they're doing. And as far as work, I feel that, it takes a lot of time out of my day. Sometimes I feel like, what I say doesn't matter. They don't take into account what my opinions. I also don't know where I stand within the organization. Some days I went and spoke to some people, and they said about some of my where I stand within the company. It's kind of unknown in a sense. It's very frustrating. I just feel really stressed out and just down about it.
So everything you're describing here is stress. These are stressors that are contributing to your stress. And at this point, it's a sense of having to stabilize your home life, financial life, and as well as your work environment. Being burnt out at work may be contributing to your home situation, which may make you more accessible to arguments. It may make you accessible to not feeling like someone is there for you. So from what you're telling me, you need to at least take 30 minutes to dedicate yourself to relaxation. You can meditate, you can do yoga, even a massage can help to relieve some of the pressure or the stress that you're feeling from these situations, because not only is your stressor coming from work, it's influencing your household, it's influencing your kids, your wife. It may even be influencing your financial stability within being able to provide for your family the way you want to. Then you would need to prioritize your time to focus on work and then focus on your family. You have to find a balance to where you can specifically focus on work at work, and then once work is over, cut it off. You go home, you deal with your family life. You can't bring your work life into your family situations, because then there comes an imbalance between your wife probably feeling like you're not there to support her. You guys not having conversations besides work, because I'm sure that's contributing to it. So things of that nature, you have to be mindful and you have to look for ways. So what I would recommend at this point in time is for you to balance between work at work and home life at home. Whatever may be stressing you out in work life, you cannot bring that again into your home life.
I feel like I need to, try that out. I hear exactly what you're saying, and I understand that. It's really new insight on dealing with stress in that kind of way. But at the same time, I got to be completely honest. A part of me still feels a little confused in the sense of I understand I need to prioritize my time with my family and everything, but at the same time, I want to be able to. I guess I put pressure on myself because I want to be able to give my family a better life than I had as a child.
And that's understandable.
In the sense of, with my wife, I try. I feel like I could do better with that. Because I do hardly have time to see her and spend time with her and ask her about how her day is going. And I do need to do that. At the same time, I also got to provide for my family.
Right.
So I guess it's a conflict of roles.
Exactly. And if you guys are wondering why Todd is laid back, this is his session. We normally do this through his therapeutic session. I allow him to relax and just release his body any way he wants. Right now, he's just basically relaxing between two desk chairs, and if that's his way of expressing himself or me getting him able to get comfortable and talk about the situations that's influencing his everyday life, then so be it. I want him as comfortable as possible and to be able to be as truthful and honest as possible. So, as Todd stated, he wants to be able to balance, and he also wants to be able to provide for his family. If that means him working long hours, if that means him having to get up early in the morning just to go to work, he wants to be able to do that. But there are consequences to that. And not everything ends in what you expect it to be. Sometimes you have to maneuver and adapt in order to get results or outcomes that you want. Um, Another thing I would recommend is for times like this, you're not going to see me every day. So for times where you're stressing out or you're having these stressful moments, you need to speak to a family member, a friend, someone you trust, someone you're acquainted with, even if it's somebody at your job. This helps to at least get some of the pressure off of you so that when you go home, you have a better mindset of how you want to deal with things. You have a better way of interacting and conversating or conversing with your spouse. Um, I would say that you and the company, you are about make employees work in a team instead of individually. Like your company should allow to have more team assessments so you can have more team cohesiveness. You did mention that earlier that you don't have much team oriented at your job, and it's affecting your maximum production and producing the work that's the end of the goal.
It really is because the employees are really coming to me, complaining to me about feeling as though the company doesn't treat them as a person, and they and sometimes you can see within the workplace and the workplace environment in a sense of everything's kind of strained. There's no cohesiveness because uh, what we do is we have is individual based. Where what we do is we give promotions based on the type of outscore of how the employee does within sales and things of that nature. And I was just trying to figure out what would be, like you said, I think we do need to do team in order to fix that problem. I do
Right. So things that we do at my current job with some of my staff is we all get together. We do a personality test first to understand one another. Then you have many team builders exercise that you can Google. You can go find online to help have that team cohesiveness or that team um, comprehension to get what you're wanting out of your team. The more that you have them do individual work, the more it probably would affect their ability to perform at their highest potential. You want to give those employees rewards when they're doing well. You want to acknowledge their efforts. You want to acknowledge when they're doing the job in the correct manner. You also want to acknowledge when they're not. That way they have that feedback in order to rely on and to better themselves in the workplace. Now, not to say that the things Todd are doing right now is the wrong things. Everyone and everybody deals with this on a daily basis. We are not to say that this doesn't happen, but to be able to reduce and help with these stressful situations, Todd has to first start at a starting point. His starting point will consist of him being able to balance that work and that home life, being able to balance teamwork within his team to get a production or to get the objective goal completed, as well as rewarding them when they are completing those goals. That way they feel like they're in a company that value their presence and value their work ethics. So next session we'll meet with Todd to see how that is going. It's going to be a progressive metric, but it's going to help him to at least realize and think about what's happening before making actual decisions, or even when you're getting angry, you'll be able to internalize and think what was the issue at hand. Okay. Thank you for joining our session, you guys. See you next time.
See you next time, yeah.